What is up, guys? Welcome to another Shot in the Dark reactions video with me, Dan. Today we're going to be checking out the wheel result because we spun a wheel a bit ago, to be fair, and it landed on Battle Beast. Now, I haven't heard anything of this band yet. All I know is from a still image that it's a female-fronted band. I know that they've played Wacken. I know that they're obviously playing Helsinki. So I'm assuming they're quite similar to the bands that we've been checking out recently, like Nightwish, etc. So I'm really excited to check out a different band of that genre, you know, because we've been down this Nightwish rabbit hole for a while now, and we're not going anywhere, by the way. We're still going, so don't worry about that. Listen, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos, guys. Very important. As well as that, please head to our Patreon. The link is in the description for that. Now, this gets you all sorts of different perks, as you can see there, including VIP access to the Nest, aka Discord community. And you can also put your song on the turntable of Revelation, which is the spin wheel that we span to get the result of Battle Beast. And also, your name could appear on the sacred scroll on the left there. Yeah, there's loads of different perks to our Patreon, so why not? If you can spare a few pennies, then please feel free to do so, because it really does help me as well, by the way. It helps me just as much as you get in the cool things in the process. So, yeah, thank you very much if you already have done that. You are absolute legends. I appreciate you lots. And while we're on this sort of subject of our community, the Discord is now actually open, guys. There's obviously, you don't get full access, so you don't get VIP access, so you don't get to like do some of the more advanced things on our Discord. But for sure, you can come over and talk to the community and you know, make yourselves known and everything. You can feel free to do that. The link will be in the description for that as well. But yes, guys, in the corridor. Why are we in the corridor? Because we are admiring some art that we've already had. And as I've already said in the last video, we haven't had any more art just yet, but feel free to add some art in the Discord, and we will put it in the corridor behind me just here, and it will be really cool to see your art up like proud, you know, behind me in a video. Just be a really cool vibe, wouldn't it? But yeah, let's head to the reaction chamber and perform some Reactomancy. Let's go. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Battle Beast. I have no idea what to expect, but as I said, female-fronted metal band. Well, we know those, and we know them well. By the way, I've got the lyrics in front of me. I've got the video. All that's left to do is go. All right, here we go. Ooh. Oh, yeah. This is epic. Ooh. Hello, she can sing. Oh, I'm sorry, but how badass does she look, by the way? Sorry for pausing, but you know, you know how we do here. Look how fucking badass she looks. She's got horns and shit. She looks like she's a boss in a video game. Holy shit. She has so much presence, you know? Wow. And she has a voice as well, by the way. What a cool introduction. I heard like a string section go. Which then led into the heavier section. But the key of the song so far is A minor. And the string sort of was kind of like in that sort of mix of A minor. And then it melded into this heavier section where, you know, we ran into the introduction with her coming in. I just want to hear that again. That was really interesting how it blended with that string section into the heavy part. See if you can hear it this time. Yeah, it leads into the lead guitar. No, 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 no. Oh, beautiful guitars. He has a keytar. This might be over already, guys. We might need a pant change straight away. I don't. Keytars are so much fun to play, but there's just something about them, man. Especially on stage, they're just badass. You know, you know you're just getting something of badass quality when a keytar enters the stage. She's got energy as well. Her voice is super high already. Woo! Yeah. Ooh, okay. Okay. Ooh, man, she got some pipes. She says, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the greatest of them all? I'm the master of illusion, welcome to my mad delusion. I'm the one who makes the rules for the heroes and the fools. I can tear down angels from the sky and make Mona Lisa cry. Whew, okay, all right. So she's got some power, this character that she's putting in front of our faces here. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the greatest of them all? I actually thought she looked a little bit like Maleficent from Snow White when she came out with the horns and stuff. So I'm wondering whether this song is genuinely about Maleficent, you know, about the Mad Witch. Because that could kind of make sense, couldn't it, with the Master of Illusion, welcome to my mad delusion. All of this at the moment really, really matches the criteria of that character. I can tear down angels from the sky and make Mona Lisa cry. Man. I mean, the thing is, Mona Lisa already looks like she's about to cry, you know? Like, Mona Lisa, you could tell her a dirty joke and she's going to cry. She's, like, on the verge of crying when you look at her face. But maybe that's not what we're going for here. Yeah, I really like her sort of approach to metal singing. She's really, really, she's super in pitch, but she's super high all the time. She's not really going down into a bass sort of voice. She's real high straight away off from out the gates, which is difficult to do because you've got a lot of high energy to sort of carry on with. You've got to persevere with that energy that you've already started with, and I feel like she could probably do it, guys. I'm not gonna lie. She holds a lot of keys here, and I feel like she's gonna explore every single one of them. So let's just see when she comes in here. I just want to explore her voice a little bit because I've not heard her sing before. First time checking out Battle Beast, and of course I am a singer-songwriter, so I love hearing new singers. Greatest of them all. She's using that real rasp on the word greatest. That's cool. I love that. I love the character that she's bringing there with the nasality. We've talked about this a little bit before with singers who can create characters through different styles of their voice and pitch. I'm the master of illusion. Welcome to my mad delusion. You know, I'm obviously over-exaggerating it there, but that's kind of what she's going for. She wants us to have a distinction from one character to the other, which is really, really cool because she's very much done that within the first verse, which Again, I love when bands create stories, atmosphere, and characters all in one song. It's very, very cool.
I'm the one who makes the rules for the heroes and the fools. I can tear down angels from the sky and make Mona Lisa cry.
Woo!
You can hear the weeping violins long before the bitter end begins.
Oh yeah.
You can see the strings of puppeteer before the dust will make them disappear.
Ooh, okay, that's the pre-chorus. All right, I like that. I really like that. So is the key of this song A minor or F? Because the O's that she's doing there, oh, they're in F. But I thought the song was in A minor when I was listening to it originally. As in, like, the introduction to the song so far. Oh, you can hear the weeping violins. So she says you can hear the weeping violins long before the bitter end begins. That's cool. Weeping violins long before the bitter end begins. Yeah, because, you know, a weeping violin is like a crying instrument. You can hear a crying instrument long before the bitter end begins. So she's using musical terminology and analogies of, you know, something ending, you know. So a little bit like while my guitar gently weeps, you know. He's not actually talking physically about a guitar. He's talking about something like an emotion through an instrument, which is really cool. You can see the strings and puppeteer before the dusk will make them disappear. That's cool as well. See the strings and puppeteer. You can just see, you know, a puppeteer playing around with some sort of, you know, puppet or animatronic before the dusk will make them disappear. Before the dusk will make them disappear. That's quite cool. That's quite that's really, I could picture that. I said this on the last video with the Nightwish stuff, but the way they really paint a picture for you is always something that I inspire. I really am inspired by some of these artists, how they can really paint a picture and you can see it and visualize it so well. Let's keep going. That was a really, really cool pre-chorus. I think we're heading into a chorus now. Okay. What? That her voice is so high and okay. She says the game is over. No more rounds to play. It's time to pay. Who's got the Joker? The game is over. Who's got the Joker? To kill the lies and make your heart recall. There's no other sky to fall. Man, that's kind of crazy. So they're using the analogy of like betting in a game. I've done that before. It's quite a cool analogy. You know, betting with someone's emotions and life. Who's got the Joker? You know, which one of you's got the Joker in your hand? The game is over. Who's got the Joker? To kill the lies and make your heart recall. There's no other sky to fall. Wow. Is this? I don't know whether this is talking about Maleficent anymore. I think we've gone off that now. Maybe the first verse kind of does that, and everything else doesn't. This is a really cool chorus, though. But the reason I went really back is because I was really surprised how she was able to pitch those notes without going into falsetto or head voice. She was in chest, mixed voice, comfortably going through that chorus. And it's high, dude. There's some high notes in there. Who's got the Joker? That's super high. Wow.
The game is over. No more roles to play. It's time to pay. Who's got the Joker? The game is over. Who's got the Joker? To get the lies and make your heart recall. There's no other sky to fall.
Woo! Oh, yeah. Give me a solo, dude. Oh yeah, pitch bend.
Dominoes of greed are falling for your endless needs. You're the master of illusion, casting your sad delusion.
Okay.
Every time you roll the dice, we're the ones who pay the price. While the oceans smile for your games, you just beat the fame.
The dominoes of greed are falling for your endless needs. Dominoes of greed. Well, when dominoes fall, they fall one after another, don't they? The domino effect, they say, you know. Dominoes of greed. So you've got all of this, you've got all this stuff and you've maintained a lot of it, but all of a sudden all of it is now falling. And because you were so greedy, more is falling, you know? They're falling for your endless needs. You're the master of illusion, lost in your sad delusion. We've already had that line. Now, I really like when bands lay breadcrumbs for us listeners, you know, because then we kind of look upon those breadcrumbs and go, oh, amazing. Okay, I know where I'm going now. You know, I can feast on this because I know what's coming. But that's good. Like, so many bands try so hard to keep everything so different, and I've seen it work time and time again. But you know what? Sometimes just having a regular thought out path can often keep your listener engaged more so, you know, especially non-musicians. Like, they just like non-musicians really, when they're listening to music, they only really want to what they think's coming, and if they get it right, you know, it's a win for them, you know, because they get what they wanted. And that's what's happening in the second verse. You've still got a very, very similar verse from the first one. So if you enjoyed the first verse, you're going to enjoy this one. It's got different words. It has got different words. Lost in your sad delusion. Every time you roll the dice, we're the ones who pay the price. While the oceans boil for your games, you just feed the flames. Oh, I like that. While the oceans boil for your games, you just feed the flames. That's a sick rhyming couplet. I love that. All right, we're going back into a pre-chorus again. I'm wondering whether this is going to be any different, because I really like those. Oh, let's see it. Ooh. Ooh. Changing up the octaves. So she knows what she's doing, guys. She's a seasoned professional. Messing with octaves can really, really help, because this is an F, just like the first F, but this is a much, much, much higher F. This is a higher octave of that F. It gives yourself a different flavour and a different taste. Like I was saying earlier, we were so familiar with everything that was coming. She probably knew that when she was writing the song, or whoever wrote the song. By the way, I keep saying she, but the band are phenomenal, by the way. The band are really, really, really good. But we do tend to concentrate on singers, don't we, when we're listening to bands for the first time. It just is what it is. I can't help that. Woo! You can see in the streets of puppeteer before the dust will make them disappear. Oh my god. Oh. Where are we going now? Oh yeah, slow the tempo a little bit. Yeah, man. Oh my god, I really did like this song. I really do. I think it's really, really cool. But this bridge is making me want more of this band. This is a really cool bridge. I really like this bit. Show that. Where is that? Where does that happen? So it slows down here, using those familiar A minor territories. That's so high. Jesus. Yeah, amazing voice. Amazing voice. She says, "Oh, and you will ask, which one am I? Am I dead or still alive?" Half rhyme. I love half rhyme. You know I love half rhymes by now. Come on. Reflections of the real fade. The stranger in the mirror remains. I love that line. I don't just love it for the lyrics, because the lyrics are phenomenal. I love her delivery on those two lines. Reflections of the real fade. Stranger in the mirror. It's the way she comes in with remains. I think there's a pause before it. It's just really, it's just pretty, really pretty the way that those two lines match. Yeah, little gap. Chorus again. Oh yeah. This reminds me of something. It reminds me of the final countdown. Doom gat goom. It's the final countdown. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because the chorus slightly delays before the words come in. Because like on most choruses in a song, 9 times out of 10 the singer comes in on the 1. And what I mean by that is, no matter what the time sig is, on the singer comes in on the 1, and every time the 1 comes up again, that's where the next part of the song will happen, like either that be a line or whatever. But she slightly delays before she comes in. Bam, 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 bam. Da 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 da. The game is over. The band actually come in. Game is over. On the word game. So the first word, the band doesn't come in. And that's why it reminds me of the final countdown. It's the final count. We're coming on the word count. I don't know why. Don't ask. It's just one of those things. It just reminds me of it. I don't know why. I mean, it's a very epic chorus, and the final countdown is an extremely catchy, epic chorus. So it's if anything, it's a huge compliment to the band, because, I mean, there's not many bigger choruses than the final countdown, to be honest. It's the final Yeah. She jumps the octave of that note. That's cool. That's very, very cool. Yeah, phenomenal singer, incredibly good live band. Let's not forget this is live. You know, I think sometimes we watch these things and we're just so nonchalant about it, but this is a live performance. You know, you've always got to have that also in mind. I'd be interested to hear what they sound like through studio. But I feel like seeing them live in that video, I mean, it's made me want to listen to more of them for sure. So if you guys feel like you wanna share more of this band, then feel free to do that in the comments. That'd be awesome. Yeah. But yeah, let's go back into the library and talk about it a little bit. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed that. Not what I expected. Not what I expected, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I expected. I think I expected a little bit more sort of heavy metal, bunch of dudes, you know, long hair in the face. I think it's the name Battle Beast. I don't know why, but I just never would have put. I mean, that's kind of wrong of me, really, to not associate a female singer with a specific name of a band. But I don't know if it's because majority of the times when I hear a band name, I already sort of paint a picture in my head about what that band kind of looks like. But I was pleasantly surprised. I thought they were amazing. I thought they were really, really good. Really, really clever, put together song. Because, again, like I said earlier, it's really easy to get your ears around. You know, there's a lot of familiarity there, consistent familiarity. You know, there's a lot of payoff with what you expect to happen. And when it does happen, you get that little, you know, that sense of gratification. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was awesome, man. And, of course, that was a wheel choice, guys. So that was on the Wheel of Revelation, guys. So we've now got the Wheel of Revelation back up here. Look at that. And there's a bunch of options on there. So we need to spin it again. And whatever it lands on, that's the next wheel choice. And there's a lot of choices on there. So I think we should give it a good spin and see what we get. Let's go. It's going to land on... Ooh, Epica. Yeah, man. Oh, it's got floor in it as well. Oh, okay. Now you're talking. So Epica, guys. Now listen. I haven't heard any of Epica, but I have seen their name pop up a lot. So it's been quite hard for me to avoid Epica for some reason. Them and Ginger always come up, and I've not heard any of them. So I'm really, really excited, especially the fact that Floor's in this song as well, because obviously, you know, me and Floor, you know, she's got a phenomenal range in voice and power. Yeah, man, that's really exciting. I'm excited for that one, and I hope you guys are as well. If you like what you saw today, guys, make sure you're liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you're new, and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss future videos, especially on those mobile devices. And while you're at it as well, why not head into the Patreon, where you can get access to the VIP realms of the nest of our Discord community, the Darklings. But you know what? You can join for free, as I said before, just by going to the link in the description as well. There'll be a link in there for our free part of the Discord. But if you want access to the whole thing, then you have to go through our Patreon system. But obviously, that's not the only thing you get. You do also get all of the various perks you see there. and you get to put your name on the sacred scroll as well, which is amazing. And of course, you've already seen the wheel in action. That's the way you put a name of a band or a song on the wheel as well. So yeah, guys, listen, thank you so much for joining me for another Shot in the Dark reactions. It's been absolutely awesome being back. Thank you so much for all your support and everything. But until then, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Long Dan, out.